I hope you are all ready with your note as well as pen, right? Whenever if the important points is explaining, right, you can make a note of it, right? It is expected from everyone, right? Okay, we'll start with the session. Okay, in this lecture, I'm going to explain about, we'll discuss about the introduction to the mobile computing terminologies. Before jumping into the subject, I wanted to raise few questions. Now, what is mean by this communications? In the last semester, you all studied about the communication, right? In the computer, I mean, maybe in the last year, third year, you studied about the computers, computer networks. And what is mean by this communications? You can write in the chat box. I'll expect the answer from everyone. What is the simple form of communications? Or just what is meant by this communications? So I could say that communication is something that you're trying to convey your information or opinion to others, and for that you need a language. So if I'm conveying some ideas or opinions, right? Okay, Bharat Dave is mentioned the importance of exchanging of the information. Very good, by speaking or writing. Again, the communication can be, as Bharat mentioned, which may be the writing or oral communication or verbal communications to share the data. Very good, sharing the information, sending or receiving. Shortly, I can say that exchanging of the message data from one to other, or one person to other persons, or one device to other devices. Conversation, simply conversations. Fantastic. Interacting with others. This is normal chat and other things. Exchanging of ideas, information. Good, good, good. So this is what I was expecting. So we all know about that. What is meant by communications, right? Right. The communication is something that, so through the communication, we are trying to exchange or we are trying to convey something to others. Might be any type of communication or any type of information, whether it could be your voice information or whether it could be your feelings or sad or emotions, whatever it may be. Again, you are going to convey something to others through the specific language. Might be you might be using the language, or you might be using a symbol or action through which you are trying to communicate something. You are trying to convey something to the others, right? And when you talk about the mobile communications, right, here the communication which is going to happen through the mobile. When we talk about the mobile is a device or any unit which is not going to be fixed at one place. This is not going to be the stationary. When you talk about the computings or the communication computing means, which means activity of developing and using the computer technology, including the hardware and software. Now here, the computing which is going to involve different entities or different elements through which we are going to develop some elements or entity or applications or information that is going to use a computer technology, including the hardware and software. It might be your laptops or computers, maybe your mobile phones or some other devices. The device which is embedded with the different hardware units as well as different software which is compatible with the hardware. By combining all these hardware and software, the communicating device which enables to share some information from one person to other persons. So this term which called as the computing. When you talk about the definition of mobile computing, a technology that is capable of providing an environment which enables the users to transmit the data from one device to other device. So if this is transmitting of data from one device to other devices called the communications or message exchanging or data transfer without the use of any physical link or cable is known as the mobile computing. In the computer network, you all know come across the different the communicating. I mean the medium of communications. You studied about the wired communications. When we talk about the wired communications, again So with the help of the wire, and you can able to exchange the informations. Again, the two computers are more than one computers which are connected through the communicating cables or the wires, right? Again, you studied about the different communication. I mean, the different types of the medium, right? Again, it is the twisted pair cables, and then you studied about the coaxial cable, and then you would have studied more in depth about the fiber optic cables. So these are the two communicating units that is going to provide a physical link between the two devices. If you want to connect the two computers, and you may use a Ethernet cable through which you will connect the two computers in the LAN, and the LAN or the Ethernet cable which will use to carry the information or transfer the information from one device to other devices. Now, when we talk about the mobile computing, mobile communication or computing, that we are not going to use any cable or any fixed link. Instead, that we are going to use some other form of medium. So that is going to be used for data transmission. Especially when we talk about the medium which is used in the mobile communication or mobile computing, we are going to use a signals or which is the radio signals. Here, the air is the medium, or I could say that unguided medium, right? With the help of the air medium, the radio signal which is going to be transmitted from one device to other devices, or the radio signal which is going to be merged with the electromagnetic waves, so that will propagate from one device to other devices through the air medium. So this is what the fundamental things which comes under the mobile computing. Before that, I just wanted to get some information about the communications. Now we are all using, we are all no addicted, or we are all no passionate about the using the mobile phones. And what was the communication mode they used maybe the few centuries ago, maybe in the 10th centuries or 11th centuries? You can write it in the chat box. What was the communication mode they have used in the previous centuries, maybe a few centuries ago, before use of before invention of or the electromagnetic, I mean the signals as well as the other things. Later, okay, let us. Okay, okay, Aman Kuroshi and then Chaitanya, letters, scripts. Very good, very good. Good responses. Light signals, Morse code, Bharadave, good, very good. And also Bharat, sorry, sorry, Bharat. I'll try to pronounce as Bharat hereafter. Sorry, once again. And so I'm getting the quite responses. So I'd say that maybe in the 10 centuries ago, I could say that in the 10th centuries, right? And when the kings were ruling the different dynasty as well as different kingdoms, how they used to communicate, and they used a letter, and they used to write a letter, and the letter to be tied with the dove's leg, and the dove will use to the dove used to carry the letter to the other recipient person, right? The dove will fly, and it will fly across the different, I mean the many kilometers, maybe 100 to 200 kilometers or 1000 kilometers it will fly, and then it will reach the specific destination of the person, and the person who received the letter, and then he will read the letter, and then he will send the reply, and then he will send the he will tie the same letter with the dove, and then the dove will again it will come back to the person who has posted the letter. So this is what the earlier method which was used before invention of the signals or different signals or different technologies. This was the traditional method. Sorry, can you all able to see my screens? You can write it in the chat box, anyone. I think I did something. No, I think I just stopped sharing the screen. Okay, okay, I'll share it, no issues. Okay, okay, sorry, I just hit screen, entire screen. Okay, sorry, my bad. No, I was saying something that in the earlier generation, the kings were used. Who is just keep on writing? Please. They have used the DAO, and then they used to post the letters right through the board, and then the board will carry the information to the person, and then it will get the reply. In the latest stage, they try to use the messenger, the person as a messenger, and every king they might be having appointed with the messenger. Now, can you able to see my screen? Can just anyone can reply in the chat box? Yes. Okay. Now, then they have appointed a special person, and he could be called as a messenger. And what is the role of the messenger is that the messenger, whenever if the king is giving any information, and he will carry the letter or carry the message, and he will hand over the message to the intended receiver. And after that, if the receiving person, if he wants to send any acknowledgement or he want to send any reply regarding the war or might be some fight, all other things, and then he will carry the information to the sending persons. So what was the problem which they faced in that duration? Again, the security was the major concern, right? If any person comes to know that he is the messenger, and the other people, they can attack the person, and they will get the information what is they are trying to convey. Then later that they have started now using the different technology, which is the light signal. Again, the light signal which was still nowadays also the light signal which are used to provide some informations, even the lighthouses which is used to guide the ships which is comes in the sea, right? Very similar to that. Again, they have started with the signals, right? And then they have started with the electromagnetic waves, and then they've identified the signals. After that, the signals are the radio signal which was invented, the signal which are used to carry out the informations, or which are used to share the information from one person to other persons. So this was the things which is used in the previous generation. So as we started with the development in the technologies, right? We are developed with the different the transmitting devices, right? There might be the radios, and then so and then we have used the satellite, and then we have invented satellites, and then we have invented the computers. So I could say that always the changes are permanent, right? Whenever there is a need of changes, where is the technological revolution, automatically where we have started with the we have used the DAO to transfer the message, and now what we are using that now we are using the 4G smartphone, and then we are waiting for the 5G smartphone or 5G technology, where from with the help of the 4G smartphones we can make the video calls irrespective of the places the person is sitting. So this the online lecture, I could say, the best example for our the technological enhancement. I am sitting in one place, it is far away from your locations, but real timely whatever the things I'm explaining, you can see my face, and whatever the thing I'm explaining to you, and you can able to listen from your locations. So here the location, which is all the technologies become the location independent, irrespective of the location where the center and receiver is sitting, and you can able to get the entire information in the real time as well as live video streaming, right? So when we talk about the mobile communication, it's a technology that allows the transmission of the data. So here the data could be any information, whether it is the text message, or maybe the multimedia message services, or voice, as well as the video information, the pictures, via a computer or any other wireless enabled devices. You may use a computer, might be you earlier we used the computer for transmitting the emails. The email again is one type of message which consists of where you can able to attach the different files, right? Might be the PDF format as well as Word, image, all other things. Very similar to that, any other wireless devices, might be your mobile phones, right? Without having a connected to the fixed physical network. Now, there are three elements which comes under the mobile communication part entity. I could say that three resources. The mobile communication, and so this is the general term. And the second one is that the mobile hardware. I mean, the hardware are the device setup which we are going to use for a communication, and the software which uses in the mobile hardware to provide or which makes our communication in the better way. So these are the three entities we are going to discuss about: the mobile communication, and then mobile hardware, and then the mobile software. When we talk about the mobile communication, right? It refers to the infrastructure that put in place to ensure that the seamless and reliable communication goes on. So this completely based on the service provider might be your when you talk about the telecommunication point of view, your service provider could be your Airtel, Jio, might be the other Vodafones, right? All these service providers, so they need to set up the required infrastructures. Might be they might be placing the required base station, or simply I could say that the towers where they need to provide a good coverage, so that the users are the subscriber, they will get a seamless or reliable communications where they will get the good internet connectivity or good network coverage, so they can get the all type of services which is provided by the internet service provider or network service providers. Again, the second will includes the different protocols. When you talk about the protocols, I mean, you all might be knowing about the definitions of protocols. The protocol stands for a set of rules that governs for the communications, right? How the connection has to be established, how the data has to be transmitted, what protocol which has to be used for carrying the information. All these things which has been defined, as well as the different services you are going to use. Might be the call waiting services and then mobile call services, right? All other services, right? And maybe what I could say that the voice message services, right? All this information, all the services which provided by the network service providers. Apart from that, the bandwidth which you are going to use it, right? Here, the bandwidth, when we talk about the bandwidth, is that in order to transmit a frequency or in order to transmit a signals, the data or the signal which has to be transmitted the specific frequency. What is going to happen in case if the specific frequency is used for transmission? Whenever we are from our places, if we are tuning into the specific frequency, and we will get an option to receive that information. And so here, so there should not be any overlap between the different network service providers, might be, so there should not be no interference as well as overlap between the different network service provider like Airtel and then Jio. Everyone which should be assigned with the different frequencies, so there is no possible of overlappings. And the portal which are necessary to facilitate and the support the statement of the services. Here the portals are referred to it again, which are referred to the infrastructures, right? And the infrastructure which might be the allocating the frequencies and then bandwidth, and then placing the antenna in a proper position so that all the users they will get the coverage, right? And then infrastructures. And apart from that, the mobile communication, which includes the data format, is also defined. What type of data which has to be used, and what is the maximum data in case if you are transmitting large amount of data, how it is going to be fragmented and it is going to be transmitted without no collision or existing system with other offer the same services. And the second one is that uh, how the overlying infrastructure is basically a radio wave transmitted. Though this is, as I mentioned earlier, this radio wave communication, which is unguided media. Here we are going to transmit all the packets through the air medium, right? And how this technology, which is going to be merged with the standard, which is already defined by the particular consortium. And then will be this covers again the signals are carried over the air to intended devices that are capable of receiving and sending the similar kinds of signals. Suppose if the device is tuned with a specific frequency, how that is going to receive as well as transmit the signals. So all these points which are related to the mobile communications, right? The different infrastructure, protocol services, allocating bandwidth to provide the services which are related to the mobile communication fundamentals. So this is the simple diagram which all the devices from the one part of the globe and to the other part of the globe, which are connected through the worldwide with the help of the wireless medium or wide medium. Next, we'll talk about the mobile hardware. When you talk about the mobile hardware, and everyone you might be having the mobile phones, right? The complete handset, that devices which is called as a mobile hardware. That mobile hardware includes the mobile devices or device components, right? Your device which consists of the different entities. You might be having the display, or you might be having the camera, front camera as well as back camera. Then you will have the processor, right? And the quad-core processor, you will be having that 1.2 gigahertz processor, and then RAM, you will be talking about the memories, right? And the 4 GB or 8 GB of RAM, and then the 128 GB of hard disk, right? I mean, sorry, 110 GB of the memory, right? All other things, right, are apart from that. You have the battery where you can able to store the power, and then whenever it is required, and we can use it, right? So all these devices, all these small components which are integrated, so that forms a mobile hardware, right? The mobile hardware includes a mobile device or device components that receive or access the service of mobility. So here the receiver access the mobility of service, which refers to that you will see this mobile equipment which is going to be integrated with the transmitter and receiver, where it is equipped with a small antenna. So that is intended to carry the signal as well as the transmit the signals or emit the signal from your devices, right? So this the hardware which includes the laptop as well as the smartphones, tablet PCs, personal digital assistants, all these devices you might be aware of it or already you might have heard of it, right? So these devices will have a receptor medium, so that is capable of sensing and receiving the signals. So that is, I could say that, which is the transmitter and receiver. These devices are configured to operate in full duplex. Now, I think all you might have heard about the duplex or the transmission mode in the computer networks, right? And different mode, simplex mode, and then half duplex mode, and then full duplex mode. When we talk about the simplex mode, so again in that simplex mode, only the source will keep on transmitting the data, and the receiving entity will keep on receiving the data. So there is no possibility of replying, right? So best example I could say for the simplex is your, what I could say that your FM transmission as well as the TV transmission relay, right? So in that, whenever we are tuning on the particular frequency 93.57 red FM, and from the base station or from the transmitting side, and then they will be keep on broadcasting the information, and we are when we are tuning into the particular frequency, and we can hear the songs or the advertisement whatever which is related. Very similar in the TV also, when we are tuning into the particular frequency, and we can see the channel which is related in the particular frequency. So this related to the simplex. When we talk about the half duplex, when you talk about the half duplex, communication is possible in both the ways, but only one way of communication is possible at a time. Example for that, the half duplex communication is again a walkie-talkie. If one person starts speaking in that time, the other person has to wait. Whenever the speaking person says over, that means that end of communication. The other person he may start reply. So here, in case of the half duplex mode, both the transmission as well as the reception is possible, but only one mode of transmission as the reception is possible at a time. When you talk about a full duplex, where at any time both the transmission as well as the reception which is possible, because we are going to use the two separate channel, one channel or one path or one medium which is going to be used for transmitting the signal, the other the alternate channel which is going to be used for reception the signals, whatever the mobile phone which you are using. And in that, so we'll use a separate frequency for transmitting a signal, as well as we'll use a separate frequency for downloading the signal or receiving the signals. When you talk about the duplex, duplex stands for both the sender as well as the receiver, they can be able to send as well as receive the data at the same time, right? Now again, above mentioned devices are an existing established network to operate on, whether it could be a wireless network, right? So these are the few examples which I added for sample, right? Again, the different devices might be your PD or mobile phones or smartphones, right? Which are intended with the mobile hardware. When we talk about the mobile software, the software is the actual program that runs on the mobile hardware. It deals with the characteristics and requirements of mobile applications. This is the engine of mobile devices. You all might be knowing about, and you are familiar with the different operating system, right? And you know about what is Android operating system, right? The device which runs on the Android operating system, that is the freeware, and which is developed and launched by the Google Incorporations. And then very similar to that, the iPhone and the iPad, all other Mac, that devices which are works based on the iOS, right? So very similar to that, this operating system, this essential component that operates the mobile devices, right? Since the portability is the main factor, so this type of computing ensures that users are not tied or pinned to a single physical locations, but are able to operate from anywhere. See, why we need to have this mobile communication or the mobile communication devices? The first thing is that we are free from our locations, right? So if you have the mobile phone, we can carry the mobile phone with us, and irrespective of the place, I mean places, right? from anywhere in the part of the particular area around the globe, we can able to get the services. In the traditional communication way, suppose if we use the landline phones, what was the issue with the landline phone or the fixed communication or the fixed desktops, right? And we will not be able to carry the fixed landline with us, right? If you get a call, we're supposed to go to that place and we're supposed to speak to the person. And suppose if we are staying away from the home and we will not to know that, we will not able to know that whether someone called to our landline phone or not. Very similar to that, there is no location independence, right, with the mobile software, so we can carry the mobiles with us. Apart from that, it is going to enable or it is going to use the futures of wireless communication. All the transmission as well as the reception of the information which is going to be takes place through the wireless mode. So these are the points I was explaining about. And so these are the icons or symbols of images of different operating system which is used in a current days. And the first I could say that the Android operating system, and then Symbian operating system, Nokia Symbian operating system, and then the Windows operating system. This is iOS, and then RIM BlackBerry operating system. So these are the different mobile software which is developed by the different organization. They are using for their products. Now, when we talk about the new technology enabled devices which supports for 10 minutes left, I'll try to cover it as quick as possible. And the other features we will get is that we'll surf the internet as well as we'll send as well as receive the emails and then the text messages, and which is intended to do the stream live and then video files what we are doing for the online lectures, and then we can send as well as take the photographs, right? And then you can also support for video as well as voice conferencing. There are a lot of features, right, we are using in our everyday life we can add with this. So these are the feature which enables with the mobile devices. And so this is, I could say that one of the example, and a group of people, they are watching our movie or they are enjoying some videos, right? And when we talk about the other devices, right, personal digital assistant, and so this is very similar to our the computers or any other things, right? This is a device to act as an electronic organizer or day planner, easy to use and capable of sharing information with our computers. Now this is not a specific PC. Again, this is an extension of PC, and this is not the replacement of PC. And you will have the small devices, PDSs, small devices, right? And you'll be, this is going to be synchronized with your computers, and whenever you get any information in your computer, automatically that message will be uploaded or that is going to be updated in your the personal digital assistants. Or else I could say that, see, and you might be having your Bluetooth watch, right, or Bluetooth no tracker. You might be having your Bluetooth wristband. How many of you are having Bluetooth wristband in your hand? That is going to be sync. You can write it in the chat box. Bluetooth wristband or Bluetooth watch that is going to be connected or synchronized with your mobile using the Bluetooth communications. Whenever you get any call or any message in your mobile phone, automatically that is going to be synchronized or that is going to be displayed in your mobile tracker. I mean, I could say that the Bluetooth device, right? So from your wristband, and you can see the message, right? In case if you get any call, you can respond to your call as well as you can send the reply from your Bluetooth tracker. Very similar to that, see, these both devices can access each other to check for changes, updates in the individual devices. And the use of infrared as well as Bluetooth connections that enables the devices always be synchronized. So both the personal digital assistant as well as your computer or mobile devices which is going to be synchronized each other. In case if we get any updates in the mobile, that is going to be automatically reflected in your personal digital assistants also, and with that you will get the updates. So this is the example picture of the personal digital assistant which was used in a few years ago. And the smartphones, and we are all might be familiar about the smartphones what everyone we are having in our hand, right? And so these phones include high resolution touch screens, so that may range from person to person. You might be having the 5-inch display, and then 5-inch or 6-inch, it depends upon your configurations. And then you might be that mobile phone which is installed with your web browsers, it can access properly and display the standard web pages. And so there are special different browsers available in the form of apps, Google Chrome, as well as the Firefox option, which you can download the app and then you can install your phones, right? So you will get all the features, whatever the features you are getting in the same laptop as well as PC, you will get almost all the features in your mobile phones, right? Apart from that, you will have the other features like that. You can be able to access your Wi-Fi, depends on your the network service provider as well as Wi-Fi connectivity. You will get as fast as the internet connection, depends upon your the service providers. Again, the common operating system, which includes, as I mentioned, the Android and then iOS, Symbian, and then BlackBerry RMIs, right? And then Microsoft Windows. So these are the few operating system which are used in the smartphones nowadays. So this is these are the few example pictures of smartphones. Next, we'll move to the tablet PC as well as iPad. When you talk about the tablet PCs, which is very similar to the smartphone, but only thing is that it will be little, though maybe it might be thinner as well as little bigger in size, right? And then lightweight product, I could say that, right? Which includes there are different versions available. You may use the tablet only for very similar to your computers and laptops, right? You can use only for the internet purposes, as well as you may get the other variants, which includes the calling tablets, where you can use for both the purposes. You can use as a small computers or the portable computers, as well as you can use the smartphone also, where you can make the computers, I mean you can make a call, or you can use the other telecommunication services. Apart from that, you use the different document files and then access high speed internet, very similar to other smartphones. So apart from all these features, the tablet PC, which include the iPads, right, are the excellent screen resolution, because that the screen resolution or the size is bigger, the display size is bigger when compared with the smartphones. So these are the few example of the smartphones. And what are the advantages of using all these the mobile networking devices, like start from the smartphones as well as iPad, all the PDA? So there is no fixed locations, right? So all these devices which the user can access from anywhere in the globe, right, irrespective of your locations. Only thing is that you need to have the good connection, network connections, as well as the internet connectivity. Other than that, wherever you go, and depends upon your network connectivity, you can access these devices, or you can make use of these devices for all types of services, and automatically which saves the time, right? So with the help of the internet as well as the other services, right, so which used for transmitting as well as uploading the documents, or sharing the documents, or sharing other files to other persons, automatically will reduces your times, right? As well as which increase your productivity, because all the things which are going to happen in the real time automatically, irrespective of the locations, you can do your work automatically, which enhance or increases your productivity. And the most important thing is that which is entertainment, right? And in the smartphones and tablet, you can use we used to watch the videos, you can which act as a player, MP3 player, whenever you are free, and you can hear the songs, and then you can use the videos for your tutorials as well as the required things, right? So also you will use the smartphone as well as PDF for the gaming purposes, right? And so these are there are a lot of entertainments, I could say, that you can watch the movies and then news, and then you can read the newspapers, all other things. So these are the different features, or different the services which are related to the environment entertainment, where you will get with the different networking devices. And again, streaming business process, which is very similar to that, the normal mail transfer and then document transfers, again, which includes for meeting, seminars, right, and then other information services, right, like a video conferencing. So here the best example is that we are using our the online lectures for conducting the online lectures, live broadcasting as well as transmission, live streaming is possible. Only thing is that you need to have the good internet connectivity so that it will be possible. Now, when we talk about what are the issues when we are facing when we use all these, the smartphone and other techniques, the security is a major concern. As we mentioned in the objectives, without the security or protection, and if the device is not secured properly, or if the data is not protected properly, and there is no point of communications, right? if the security is compromised, again the data which is going to be leaked automatically. For that, what we need to do is that most of the companies, they are working on their the transmission as well as the mobile security. They are having the highly qualified professional. They are working 24/7. They are they are working on the developing the protocols as well as application which enables the user to transfer their data in a secured way, right? So these are the some of the securities, right? And we are using our base, maybe the computers as well as the mobiles, right? We are the Kaspersky, right? And then the Nordron, all these the network. I mean the antiviruses, which is going to make the users transmit their data in a secured way. And then I could say that the third generations, right? So this generation, we will try to cover in the next sessions, right? The third generation, other issues. So far, if you have any doubts, whatever the thing which I covered, and you can write it in the chat box. Suppose if the session ends, and then you can write in the WhatsApp also. I mean, you can contact me personally also. There is no issues. Do you have any doubt, whatever the topic which you have covered? So this actually, this is not your actual topic. Before this, I could say that the prerequisites, and I wanted to cover. I just wanted to give that the brief introduction about what we are, what in what level we are standing, right? What are the advanced technologies or advanced